Okay, this is gonna be for Aries, Leo. Okay, I did Aries, so this is gonna be for Leo, and I'm doing things differently. I had to find a way to get about that energy that I kept reading over and over, and be able to connect more deeply to give more deeper messages, and that's what's needed instead of just replaying the same old gossip bullshit situations that's going on, because it's deeper than that. Okay, there's and I like to be outside too. I'm connecting more with Earth, and ever since then I just been getting clearer downloads, stronger downloads, epiphanies left and right, understandings of something I can't even speak out the correct way. So I'm going to incorporate the Word of God, the Bible. You know, I'm not promoting it. I'm not promoting anything, really, but the divine. But I want to show you guys about the misconceptions about the Bible and tarot cards. I'm going to be combining the two. You know, tarot cards are evil, witchcraft, blah, blah, blah. You know, people have what they got to say about the Bible. For some people, that's the only way. That's everything in there is a truth. For a lot of people, they think that, you know, it's made up or parts and pieces, but God will use everything, even the things that are meant to confuse us and lead us away from Him. He will use those things for His glory as well. So even the lies that are told will be able to be incorporated. So I am using the Bible and the tarot cards to show you guys that the divine will get His message across through whatever means that He has to open up someone else's mind. And even if it's one person a day or however, He's going to go through various ways, music, birds, however He has to connect with who He has to connect with, He's going to. Okay? And I want to show you guys how much the tarot cards and the Bible, scriptures from the Bible, confirm each other, tell the same story. So we can get that little misconception. We'll work on that right now. But it's so, bro, I need a million of me to break down the dimensions of the trickery and deceit. And it's just so deep. I don't want to sound crazy right now. So I'm just going to do a little bit at a time as I go. Because I don't know everything, but I'm learning. The more and more I connect with God or the divine, or even if you call Him Bubba, at the end of the day, it's all the same. The one who created us and everything within, who lives inside of us, okay? The more that I connect with Him, and the more things that I experience, and I use the tools that He has given me, and then I see it play out in my life. It's just, I'll share with you guys as long as they come in. I will implement them in my readings and show you guys things on a different level, okay? So just bear with me. Everybody thinks it's all about tarot, but it's really not. Tarot is just a piece of paper with words on it. Bible is just a piece of paper with words on it, okay? Runes are a piece of whatever with drawings on it. Music is, it's just a way to connect. Because everybody is not going to be able to connect to one thing, for the simple fact that when we all have the same understanding of how to get closer to God, or how to be our higher selves, they separated us and made us speak different languages, and cast us out to all four different corners of the world, to where we had to adapt to our own practices, and then now that's what we fight about and we hate about, and we kill other people who don't believe what we believe. We hate other people who believe what we weren't taught in our section of the world. But at the end of the day, that's just another tactic from the enemy to keep us in confusion and not moving out of love. Because I don't care if you worship this, if you grew up in India and you got this and you put it on your wall and you pray to it, you ain't going to hell. That's the practice you guys adopted in your part of the world, okay? Because we knew the truth before. Now we're all full of illusions. Because at the end of the day, whether you call this Pokemon card God and pray to Him and give Him burnt offerings, not burnt offerings, but incense offerings, whatever the fuck, God still gets that glory, okay? He still gets the glory. Nobody else. So when you're thinking Alibaba, God is getting that thank you. Even with me calling Him God, that might not even You know, his name could be nothing, but it's the intentions and the thankfulness that's in our heart, and the desire and the belief that however we were taught to get it through, or we feel it works for us, it still goes to him. Now, the way to separate the two of devil, God, whatever, evil, bad, is what you're promoting and what you're aspiring to do. Now, if you are trying to cause chaos, confusion, things that keep people in the wrong side of their energy, where they kill, rape, and just hurt, and continue to hurt and hurt and hurt, that's, well, you know, that's not that's the devil or the underworld, or that's just the wrong side. So when you hear some messages from tarot or from the Bible where it's telling you to hate instead of love, that's how you know. That's all you should focus on. Do things with good intentions, with love. And if you pray something, if it's a tree, make sure you're giving thanks. Not that you're going to pray to the tree to fucking fall down and kill somebody. That's the whole point, to me anyways. I can't explain it because it's hard for me to explain things. I give the worst examples. So anyways, Leo, sorry. That's why I don't get on here and be like, hey, subscribe to this and all that and namaste. Well, I just get right into it. Y'all know what to do. If something resonates with you, just hit me up. If you need some deeper understanding or more insight, you already know that the whole story is probably not going to resonate for one person. You already know that the energies don't have the roles could be reversed. So when I'm picking up on your energy, it could be somebody else's energy around you that I'm also picking up on, and I could be saying things about that person, saying it's them, but it's actually you. You feel me? Just switch the roles and how they fit if it is your situation. If it's not, then let it fly. But if you hear one thing that resonates, and then I hop off of it and go onto another thing, and you really need to know the answers, or you really need for me to expand and personalize that, email me. $10 a question. It's not about the money, but we do need money to survive, okay? But God speaks through me. He speaks through me to the point where I start trying to make a point, what I thought about in my head and realize, and then I just keep talking and going and going and going, and I'm answering my own questions and bringing realizations to myself as I speak. You know, I didn't even have the intentions on saying half the words I said, but it just flowed out and it all makes sense. And it's just crazy how God speaks. When God speaks through you, when God is speaking, when God's in the building, you know the feeling if you know. That ain't nothing better than that. It might sound crazy to some people, but hey. All right, for Leos, to the divine, the creator, to God, to the one who created everything that is, can you help give me an important message for the people who consider themselves Leos, okay? Your angels, the spirit guides you send out, the other spiritual beings that are meant as messengers, I thank you for allowing them to help give me this clear message. For Leo, what's the important message for the general collective of Leo? 23. You could be 23, you could be somebody around you could be 23, or something could happen in the 5th month, or maybe there's a change coming to your life, but I rolled that for the first message from the Bible. Whoa. Okay, that's crazy because when I did Aries video, this is the same page. And then that video got messed up and I couldn't find this page again. So maybe you're dealing with Aries, or you have Aries in your chart. Sorry, it's all messed up. I had a flower on it. So the first message for Leo is about when Jesus healed the paralytic. So, okay, I'm not gonna read the whole thing. This is pretty much it. Jesus was at Capernaum, okay? People was talking that he was there, that he was known as a great healer, okay, a teacher, as somebody who carried the power of God within him. Hey, newsflash, we all do. We just been tricked into believing that we don't, and that if we believed it, it was evil. We all have that. But anyways, So they brought this paralytic into the house where Jesus was speaking, and they made a hole in the roof, and they lowered the pallet and the paralytic into the midst of the group. So there was a group around Jesus, and they put him in the middle of it. And then when Jesus saw this display of faith, like he seen that they had faith that God works through him, and that, this man could be healed through the divine that works through him. They didn't care what he was doing. He was over there teaching. They brought this man in there and just put him in the middle of everybody. So with seeing this faith, Jesus said to the paralyzed man, "Son, be of good cheer. Thy sins be forgiven thee." Okay? So when they heard this, the scribes and the Pharisees who were present reasoned. They talked, amongst themselves, saying, "Why does he speak blasphemies? Who can forgive sins but God alone?" But Jesus, already knowing their thoughts, because he's clairvoyant, he said, What reason in your hearts? Why do you believe this? Why do you believe that this is true, what you're talking about? How'd y'all come to that conclusion? Okay? What reason ye in your hearts, which is easier to say, thy sins be forgiven thee, or to say, rise up and walk. So pretty much he's like, you think it's easier for somebody to forgive somebody, or for someone to tell someone to get up and walk and they do it? Okay? Because they're like, how can a man forgive? So he's like, is it easier for thy sins to be forgiven thee, or to say, rise up and walk? But that ye may know that the Son of Man has power on earth to forgive sin. Oh, you can't see it. The red is Jesus talking. So even out of Jesus' own mouth, he's saying that the Son of Man, which is all of us, we all have the power upon this earth that we live in to forgive sins, also to rise up, walk, to heal, to teach. But the way that they lied to us, they made it believe that Jesus was just it, and he was the only one, and now he's dead, and now we have to go through him. Instead, that way we won't even think to look inside to open that vessel for the divine to work through us, just as he worked through Jesus. Okay, we all have that power laying dormant within. We just have to call out to God and recognize him and let him work through us, just like people are vessels for evil. Just like it says, our body is a temple of God. He lives inside of us, bro. Okay, not just Jesus. We all have this power. So the message I'm getting for you, Leo, is some of you guys are healers. Some of you guys, that was the first. I'm going to pull one more scripture, but as I do that, some of you guys are healers. Some of you guys are meant to come down here and to help spread love, joy, and light, and clear up miscommunications, so we can start living how we're supposed to live and take care of each other how we're supposed to take care of each other, as well as the earth. Okay? Some of you guys are earth angels. Some of you guys could go and speak things into reality and instantly manifest. Some of you guys can go with your hands, lay them on somebody and immediately heal them, because you believe. You don't believe because you are being taught. You believe because it was shown to you. Whatever you've been being taught your whole life, or whatever you heard somewhere, or whatever that society puts out there as far as religion, scripture, you have actually experienced what that scripture meant and seen the result. You have actually experienced God like he was speaking through a burning bush, till there was no point where you could deny it at all, where you couldn't have any type of questions. Because growing up as a Christian, I had questions all the time. Like, what is it, because we're just sitting here waiting, but we just have to have a belief. We were taught to think that we're believing in something, but until you actually experience something to where God shows himself to you firsthand, then that's that real unshakable faith. So some of you guys are healers, and some of you guys are able to lay your hands and heal people instantly, just like Jesus was doing, okay? You guys are going to be able to lead the way because of the faith that you have. And you're not the only one, but it's some Leos that I'm talking to here, okay? And I was picking this up in Aries. Somebody here there's somebody who needs healing. Wow, because your card came out, strength. It came out in Aries reading. And somebody was going to be needing healing in that situation. And now I'm doing you. And the word is telling me that you're a healer. So you might have an Aries in your life that you might need to heal. Who doesn't believe, but you're interceding for them or something. I'm not going to, that's these two messages, bro. I just did Aries. So let me pull another scripture. 5. What did I say? Oh, what does it say? 5-1. Okay, 51. I'm going to pull tarot too. So 51 for Leos in this book. Okay, Jesus anointed. Okay, so Jesus was pretty much accepted to go have dinner with a Pharisee for a meal, okay? And while he was eating, a sinful woman came into the house, bringing him an alabaster box of ointment. She stood weeping and washed his feet with her tears, dried them with her hair, kissed them, and anointed them with ointment. So when the Pharisee saw this, he thought to himself, this man, if he were a prophet, would have known who and what manner of the woman that toucheth him, for she is a sinner. Jesus said to the Pharisee, Simon, I have somewhat to say unto thee. So Jesus is clairvoyant, so he knew what he was thinking. Like, damn, so this is probably a prostitute or somebody, who done some things that are shameful, or she's ashamed of, or somebody that people look down on, or somebody who, had a hard life or did some things that, just like us, we got to do what we got to do out here. We're not perfect. God's people are, earth angels go through the worst shit. We make a lot of mistakes, and a lot of bad things get done unto us. It's not about that. It's about your intentions, what's coming from your heart. So the Pharisee is sitting here looking down on this woman like, look at this dirty scum. So that tells me, Leo, that somebody is looking down on you for your spirituality, or just looking down and talking about you because you might be spiritual now, but before you probably had to live a life of crime or live a life of this, or just, whatever it was. And now you went through this transformation, and you're waking up to who you are. You're a healer, you're an earth angel, you have a divine purpose, and you have people like the Pharisee who is looking down on you. So Jesus knew what he was thinking, and he said, I have something to say to you, straight up. And he says, the Pharisee said, Master, stay on. Jesus said, what did he say? Okay, Jesus said that there was a certain creditor which had two debtors. So somebody loaned somebody something for, to two different people. The one owed 500 pence and the other 50. And when they had nothing to pay, he forgave them both. He said, tell me therefore, which of them will you love the most? And then Simon answered, saying, I suppose that I would love the one that he forgave the most. And then Jesus answered, you have rightly judged. Jesus turned towards the woman, saying to Simon, look at this woman. I entered into thine house, who gavest me no water for my feet, but she has washed my feet with tears and wiped them with the hairs of her head. And thou gavest me no kiss, but this woman, since the time I came in, has not ceased to kiss my feet. My head with oil you did not anoint, but this woman has anointed my feet with ointment. Wherefore I say unto thee, her sins, which are many, are forgiven. For she loved much, but to whom little is forgiven, the same loveth little. Wow. To the woman, Jesus said, thy sins are forgiven. And he told her that thy faith has saved thee. Go in peace. Wow, Leo. Okay, so I'm talking to the Leos who haven't really, who have not been an angel their whole life, who have done bad things, who have done things society doesn't agree with, who smoke weed, who probably went to jail, who probably, hurt people in their life, and, just someone who people can technically in this world look down on and say, well, she ain't shit. Why would she get this blessing from the divine? Why is she spiritual? Who does she think she is? She's what? Don't listen to her. So that's what's going on with you here. But you're a healer, and somebody needs to be healed. And I think the person that needs to be healed is the one that's doubting you, just like an Aries reading and spreading these rumors like you. So he's saying that there is no sin greater than the other. We're all sins. But he said because of her faith and how she treated him and with love, she works out of love. She operated out of love. She went in there and she thought about everything that he could have needed besides food. Okay? Like, okay, he's been walking. I know his feet probably hurt. I'm finna rub them, kiss them. I'm gonna anoint his head. I'm gonna clean his... You feel me? I'm gonna clean him off because he was on this journey. She did everything with love and with good intentions, pure intentions, no matter what she did in that world. If she fucked every day for money to survive, and she was just a nasty hoe, okay? That's to remind you, Leo, no matter what you've done or been through, that does not define you. The matters of your heart and how you operate, whether it's out of love and hate, is what defines you. So if people on this world can't deal with your change, you connecting spiritually, and these people are seeing a shift in you, and instead of being happy for you, they're looking down on you still. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, because it's not their approval which is going to bless you. Okay? It is the divine itself. So Jesus was here Jesus was a prophet, and he was here to wake people up as well. Okay? And there's a lot of people out here. So let me reiterate. It don't matter what you've been through and what you've done. As long as you start working out of love and good intentions, then you are going to be favored. You are love. Just because you have to do what you have to do at some point in time, it does not define who you are. The people in this world, all we do is judge people and look down on people, and we never even been in their situation, or we have, and we're lying so we can make ourselves look better. Just like that Pharisee, like, he wanted to set up an important meeting with Jesus because he runs some shit, he do this, he in control, he ain't out there on the streets having to get it how he got to get it. And then here this hoe come in and just, man, out of pure love, took care of Jesus, made him feel good, spread the love. What? That doesn't change anything. What our actions... Sometimes we do things we don't want to do that hurt other people, but at the end of the day, that wasn't our intentions. That's just how it played out. We're not held accountable for that. He says that we are forgiven because we loved. So let's get some tarot on this, Leo. So we got some healers out here who are being looked down on because they are connecting with the divine. And people don't want to see that. They don't want to see that from you, Leo. They want you to stay in low vibrations and be in a position to where they can talk about you to make themselves feel better. But somebody needs healing, and you're a healer. And I feel like the person that needs healing is going to need your healing. The same person who is doubting you and mocking you. This is crazy. Exactly. Lines up with Aries, but the opposite. Like, the Aries needed the healing, and you are the healer. What is this? So what's the important message for Leo with the tarot cards and healing, what we just read? Okay. We have the four. Okay, so you could be a Leo Virgo, or You could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, but somebody here is holding on and giving very little, being greedy and selfish. Or somebody here is having to penny pinch in order to survive. Because somebody here has been working hard. They've been working hard, but getting very little in return. So now they're having to hold on to everything they have to keep going. Okay? Somebody walked away from somebody here. So it's time for, and also what I'm hearing is, it's time for you guys to walk away from having to live like this. Okay? Because when you always have to penny pinch and work hard and get little back so you could live day to day, when you're always in this chaotic mindset, like, you know, work barely enough to pay the bills, or, you feel me, I'm moving from this place to that place, and you always have all these troubles that are associated with money, you can't get into the energy you need to get into to fulfill your soul's purpose. And some of you guys are healers. So a lot of you guys, if you've been having money problems, or somebody has been holding money from you, you're going to be able to walk away from that real soon. Because God needs you to be able to be in a state of mind, in a place where you can concentrate more and you can actually be able to fulfill your soul's purpose, instead of just having to work until the day you die and always be in chaos and stress and worry. No, that's not the plan. So, what else? What else for Leo? What are they walking? Well, that's what I'm saying. Let's see what else. What else for Leo? You definitely could be a Leo, Virgo, or be dealing with a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, or have it in your chart. Or this is about your stability and your finances. Somebody is walking away from holding on or penny pinching and working hard and getting little in return. Okay, or somebody is walking away. What is this for Leo? Any more messages for Leo? A dooba? Yeah, I'm outside. I just get like better messages when I'm outside. Okay. So justice came out. You could be dealing with a Libra, but in order to balance things out, you're gonna have to walk away. I think the divine is going to bring balance into your life and put you in a position to where you can walk away from this type of living, barely getting anything in return, always having a penny pinch, always just stuck in the grind. I heard Nipsey Hussle, stuck in the grind, so he could and put you in the position that you need to, so you are going to live out your soul's purpose. Like some of you guys are walking justice. Okay, which goes back to the healing. You're a healer, and somebody doubts you, and not only do they doubt you and don't believe in you, they make a mockery of you. But your justice is going to be, you're going to have to come to this person's aid, whether you bring them back to life, whether you heal an incurable disease, whether they're on their deathbed. But you are going to, this is your justice. They're going to need you to heal them. That's your justice. That's God's justice. That's the whole justice. Someone's sitting here talking about you. They don't believe that you're worthy, just like the lady in the Bible who was a hoe, okay? And they don't believe, they believe that you ain't shit. You're not worthy. Like, that God can't work through you. But they're going to be shown really soon. Yeah, things are about to change. There's going to be a shocking event that's coming up, okay? Something big is about to happen. Things are going to be shifted. Hi. Yeah. The wheel of fortune. The wheel is turning. So everything that, anybody who's been on the wrong side of their energy, anybody who's been treating you bad and poorly, and you've been sticking to your faith and your beliefs, and you've been seeing them, and they're still maintaining and they're still getting what they want while you're struggling, and you might be struggling a little bit and having a penny pinch. You know, they might even mock you, being like, I got everything I need, and look at you, you're bouncing from this place to that place, and you're having money troubles, and where's your, you know, mocking you, which is pretty much mocking God. Yeah, that's about to change. The wheel is turning, and whatever they were laughing and mocking you about and all that, they're gonna have to experience that shit firsthand. Yeah, the Strength in reverse, the Empress in reverse. So, like I said, there you go, Leo, Empress. You might be dealing with a Taurus or a Libra again, or a mother of your child, or you are the mother of somebody's child, or this is your mother, okay? But whoever it is, there's some people, there's more than one person. They didn't want you to wake up to who you are. They want you to be cold, uncaring, you know. They didn't want you to have any strength. They wanted to break you all the way down, physically, mentally, so you cannot realize who you were, okay? So you'd always be in constant grief, always having to walk away from situations, here, there, everywhere. Like, some of y'all, they've been doing this since you were a child. Some of this is your mother. Yeah, they've been trying to blind your intuition. You see that, how it's going through the crown? They've been trying to make you believe lies, okay? Fucking with your crown chakra. They didn't want you to connect to the divine. Okay? And that's a multitude of people, and we could go back generations and generations. They never wanted us to know the truth. There's somebody here that is very angry. They see your transformation. They know it's real. But for some reason, they hate it. Maybe they're jealous. Or maybe they're just like everybody else. They don't like what they don't understand. Like, dang, how was she this way this year, and now she's all of a sudden she's all godly, or she's this and that. Like, people hate that. Like, why? You're supposed to be happy. Like, well, amen. You know what I mean? So what is this Strength and Empress? Bro, what I say about Aries? We have the Emperor, but he kind of came in reverse. And I just flipped it over. So either way, that's Aries right there. And I'm going to say this is the Aries for sure, because it's the same message I was getting in his reading. And this, you know, could be your father, a baby's father, a boss, ex-lover. But this is somebody that you have partnership with. This is somebody who is very controlling, and they want everything their way. So I asked what the Empress in reverse and the Strength in reverse was about, and I got another major arcana, which is the Emperor, which is the Empress's counterpart. So this man right here, just like in his reading, does not believe in good things. He does not believe in your transformation, and it's not like he don't believe in it and just goes on about his life. No, he talks crazy about you. He makes fun of you with other people. He talks shit to you. Like, who are you for God to work through you? Like, he tries to make you feel less than, he belittles you. Okay? This person is in a mind restriction. They're not connected to their spirituality at all. They're just like everybody else in the world who judges and talks shits about people, okay? And this is somebody you could have had a child with. But they don't want nobody else to see you. Okay, so some people that they might have been talking to you about probably have started to notice some things about this person and notice some things about you, whether they're watching you on social media or if you know them. But they're starting to see that when you present yourself, that you're not at all like the person that this Emperor tries to make you out to be with all his shit talking. That you're actually nice, sweet, or cool, or you actually know what the fuck you're talking about. Some of y'all might be tarot readers, or might give advice, or just say shit out of your intuition, you feel me? Or when you do speak, you offer words of positivity, of joy, of, you know, of love. they see you in a different light. So this is probably a baby father, ex-partner who does not want anybody to see you for who you truly are, because they possibly did you wrong and they can't admit that they were wrong and they were evil, and they possibly try to put it on you and said you were this, that, and the other. You was a hoe, you wasn't worthy. But okay, he didn't want people to see that you're actually caring, nurturing, motherly, genuine, real, not fake, that you are strong. He wanted you to make you look weak, like you didn't have the strength to move on, but they see you moving on and continuing no matter what is going on in your life. And this person is possibly a lover or ex-lover of yours, a baby dad. This person is they're on the wrong side of their energy, and they're destroying instead of managing and bringing together people in a group setting. That's the emperor's thing. Like, he has a whole nation that he rules, but he's doing it for the wrong reasons. He's doing it out of spite, out of jealousy, out of just ugliness. Okay, he's not on the right side of his energy. He wants to run and control and win at all costs, to where he's hurting the people that love him the most and the purest people of them all, and talking about you to people who I don't want to say no one's better than the other, but people who actually are in their side of, how do I say this? They actually have bad intentions for this emperor. Okay, what they're saying about you and how they're treating you is how they should be treating these people around them, type shit. Okay, because in his reading, he was mad that somebody was healing. People were mad that somebody was healing spiritual with the divine, instead of being depressed, instead of fucking everybody to ease their pain, instead of staying in low vibrations, instead of going to drugs, alcohol. After some type of breakup, they've seen this person going into connecting with the divine, going into nature, being beautiful, looking better and better every day, just being single and being content with that. And he didn't like that, because he never took the time to heal. He just jumped right into one toxic situation after another, and each one he talked about this person bad, okay, calling them witches and that they were evil when they were just connecting spiritually. That was an Aries reading, and something's going to happen to this person to where they're going to need your help, and God is going to show his ass right through you firsthand, because you're a healer. You are walking justice. So whoever has been downing you and doubting you and openly talking about you even to your face, trying to make you feel like you ain't nobody for God to work through, when in actuality we are all worthy enough for God to work through. Okay, you're going to make this person a believer. So you're going to be able to, not through someone watching afar, seeing you get your shit together, and not through someone on TV, not through reading words in a Bible, not through something that you can say it was something else. But no, there's going to be a situation where there's no way that this person could deny or talk shit about you anymore, or doubt the way God works through you and who you are in this world. Okay, they're no longer going to be able to downplay you, hurt you, break you down. They're not even going to be able to not believe anymore, because you're going to be put in a position to where you do something that the doctors can't do for them, that their mama can't do for them, that when they pray, it can't be done for them, because they don't even really believe. But because you believe, Leo, you are a healer, and God is going to use you to bring justice. You are walking justice. There's not gonna be a way that this person could deny it. Like, no, I got better because of this and that. No. Nobody's gonna be able to do shit but you. And everybody's gonna see in not a subtle way, not a questionable way, how real this shit is. And how they shouldn't look down and judge other people. Okay? And that the ones on this earth who done the worst and been through the worst are God's people still. We all deserve love. We all deserve forgiveness. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, you might bring this emperor to the right side of his energy, and y'all might rule a nation together and teach other people this as well. So, if anything resonated, let me know. I'm going to take a break a little bit because I don't want the next Friday to be the same story, but I really, really feel this with this Leo, you, and this Aries. Same messages came out, but with the roles reversed. So that's crazy, bro. The way that God is speaking. God is in the building. All right, Leo, let me know if y'all like the Bibles. And you see how back to